Ready? Okay, good. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We're here today to make some breaking news. Washington, D.C. is the capital of the United States of America. London is the capital of the United Kingdom. And guess what? Jerusalem is the capital of the State of Israel. More than that, more than Jerusalem being the capital of the modern State of Israel, it is the eternal home of the Jewish people. And the only ones that seem to not be able to recognize that, aside from the Palestinians and the Arab world, is our own United States State Department. Yesterday, the Supreme Court made a very important ruling in a case where the United States State Department is continuing a policy that has existed from the Bush administration to the Obama administration of not recognizing that Jerusalem is part of Israel, of not recognizing that Americans who are born in Jerusalem, American parents, have a right to have the fact that Jerusalem, Israel, is their place of birth on their passport. And as offensive as that is to our ally, the government of Israel, and to those of us who care about Israel's survival and security, it is just part of a piece of not respecting Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Whether it's our government's refusal to move its embassy from Tel Aviv, which is a wonderful city, a wonderful, vibrant, modern city, to Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, or repeated references to Jerusalem as if it is some kind of bargaining chip, negotiating piece, or something other than the capital of the State of Israel. We're here today to call on the State Department to stop defending the lawsuit brought to require it to comply with the law and recognize that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Accept that reality, follow the law, treat our ally, the State of Israel, with the respect that it deserves, and stop pretending that Jerusalem is now, or ever will be, anything other than a part of the State of Israel. With that, I'd like to introduce, I'm very proud to introduce Rabbi David Al-Ghazi, who is the leader of Congregation Havarat Israel, to say a few words.
Dan Halloran announced yesterday made Israel sort of a key component of this race. Do you feel like you'll be able to sort of contend in the general election against him on this issue?
Well, Israel is a key part of this race. A big part of a Congress member's responsibility is to help shape foreign policy of this country. And so Dan and the others are absolutely correct that Israel is a major part of this race. And where one stands on Israel, what one's record on Israel has been, and what one's vision for a strong U.S.-Israel relationship, I think is going to be a big part of the primary and a big part of the general election. And my record of supporting a strong U.S.-Israel relationship, my record of supporting Israel in its war, not just the physical war that's been waged against it, but also the war to delegitimize Israel, the lawfare campaign against Israel, the campaign to diplomatically isolate Israel. I think voters who care about Israel, and many voters in this district do of all faiths, are going to see that I'm someone who has done the hard work and is best positioned to be an advocate for a strong U.S.-Israel relationship in Congress.
Do you think it's possible to be both support Ron Paul for president and be pro-Israel at the same time?
You know, how one reconciles supporting Ron Paul for president and being a delegate for Ron Paul with being a supporter of Israel is something that I look forward to seeing Mr. Halloran do. Any other questions?
Do you think you have advantage over Lancman on the Israel issues?
I think I have advantage over any of the candidates in this race on Israel and other issues based on the work that I've done and the vision that I've laid out. On the issue of Israel, it's a subject that I've been working on long before I was elected to the state assembly. And even as an assembly member, I've managed to use that position to be an advocate for Israel, which is something that's very important to my constituents. Supporting many homeland security laws that protect us here in the United States, but also protect Israel. Being very involved in the issue of lawfare, the misuse of legal proceedings against the State of Israel and the United States, I would add, to make it harder for us to fight terrorism. Being involved in efforts to combat the delegitimization of Israel and its diplomatic isolation. So I think that I do bring to this race a strong and powerful record of supporting a strong U.S.-Israel relationship. And in looking to what it is that a candidate will do if they are elected by the voters to represent us in Congress, the best source is what they have done already in the office that they hold.